Hey everybody, Dragonfire here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And we got another episode for you today. And it is the top 10 albums of 1990. But I couldn't do it. I just couldn't narrow it down to only 10. So then I decided, well, what if I made it a top 15? Because there was some really good stuff I wanted to talk about. But I just couldn't do that either. So it's a top 16. 16's a nice round number. You could put it in tournament brackets and have a winner, right? So, top 16 albums of 1990. I'm sorry, I just couldn't narrow it down any more than that. And I still have a bunch of honorable mentions. So, let's kick it off with the honorable mentions here. Okay. So, this is my ZZ Top Volume 2. Um, Original album set volume 2, and this one has their 1990 album, which is where is it here? It is Recycler. There it is. 1990s Recycler. Okay. Okay. And next up, uh, on our honorable mentions list, it's Bad Company with Holy Water. This is their 1990 album. We've got Lynch Mob with Wicked Sensation. Y&T with 10. Don Dawkins' solo album, Up From the Ashes. How about Vicious Rumors' self titled album, Vicious Rumors? Tesla's 5-man acoustic jam. They had a big hit on this one with Signs. Magnum with Goodnight LA. Lost Boys with Lost and Found. Little Caesar self titled album. Here's Hurricane. Yeah, Hurricane. Slave to the Thrill. Vixen with their second album, Rev It Up. Lita Ford with Stiletto. The London Choir Boys, sometimes just known as the Choir Boys. Choir Boys are London Choir Boys. And this is a little bit of what you fancy. How about Fastway with Bad Bad Girls? Or Thunder with Backstreet Symphony. Heart Brigade. This one has All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You. That's probably my favorite Heart song. I do like this album, but it didn't quite make my top 16 because, yes, I did 16 this time around. Um, Cheap Trick with Busted. That's their 1990 offering there. And uh, Queensryche with Empire. They put out Empire in 1990. So those are my honorable mentions. Now that I've given you my honorable mentions, I want to remind you to like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things do help my channel. Yeah, put on notifications, all that good stuff, so that you know whenever I put out another one of my videos just like this with the top 10 and or in this case 15, 16 albums of 1990. And as I was showing here, some people think that, like hair metal and stuff died along with the 80s, but there were actually quite a few big hair metal songs that came out in 1990 and quite a few big hair metal albums in 1990 as we transitioned into the new decade. And I've got some top albums here. Um, and this is uh, Porno Graffiti, Extreme 2 Porno Graffiti, the second album from Extreme. Yeah, so Extreme 2 Porno Graffiti. This is going to be my number 16. I just couldn't leave it off. Um, Check out Wholehearted. Um, there's also More Than Words, which I think is the biggest hit that they ever had, and Get the Funk Out. Those are my favorite songs for sure on this album. Those three. This album has been a grower for me. It did not. It did not hit me right away, other than the song "More Than Words" and "Get the Funk Out" and uh, "Wholehearted" kind of grew on me. But yeah, this album's been growing on me. Um, I definitely think that Extreme's first album is their best, but their second album is also got some good stuff on it. And then number 15, I'm putting down as Billy Idol's Charmed Life. This one's got LA Woman and Cradle of Love would be my two favorite songs off of this one. But it's a pretty enjoyable listen from beginning to end there, and I put that one at number 15. Number 14, The Razor's Edge by AC/DC, and it's got let's see here, Money Talks and Thunderstruck are on the album. Those would be my two top recommended songs for this album, but very solid AC/DC album from beginning to end. Came out in 1990, and I just got this earlier today. So, um, yeah, I just got this earlier today. This is AC/DC's Razor's Edge on cassette tape. So, pretty cool stuff. Okay. And you got Scorpions coming in, I believe, what am I on? 13 now? Number 13, Scorpions. Uh, this one's got Tease Me, Please Me, Wind of Change, um, and the title track, Crazy World. Yeah, this one is pretty solid album from Scorpions. Okay. Okay. This should be my, what, 12? My number 12. This is an excellent, excellent debut album from the band Steelheart. Um, this whole thing is very enjoyable. Let's see. Like Never Before is a good song. Rock and Roll, I Just Wanna, Give Me, Down and Dirty. Yeah, there's some great stuff on here. So this is Steelheart's first album. And trust me, in a few episodes here, I'll be talking about Steelheart's second album as well. Okay, next up, Winger. Winger's in the Heart of the Young. This is a fantastic album. Can't get enough. Loosen Up, Miles Away. Easy Come, Easy Go might be my favorite off of this album, but this is a very solid album from beginning to end. Winger 2, In the Heart of the Young. Okay, I'm losing track. I can't keep track of my count here. Let's see. Um, okay, I believe it's just about time for the top 10. Okay, number 10. This is Blaze of Glory, the soundtrack for the movie Young Guns 2. Blaze of Glory. It's by John Bon Jovi. Now, again, I don't normally include soundtracks, but when it's all by one artist, I feel like it's justified in including this. And yeah, Young Guns 2, 1990. Um, this is uh, by John Bon Jovi. Um, Bon Jovi wanted to work with some other artists, so um, instead of just putting out with his normal Bon Jovi band, he wanted this to be a solo album, and he did some collaborating with some other artists. Blaze of Glory is a fantastic song. He also does You Really Got Me Now, um, Billy Get Your Guns. Yeah, this is a solid soundtrack. Okay, number 9. I'm going with Rat. Album Detonator came out in 1990. This is the original Rat album series that includes the first 5 albums. Four full-length studio albums came out in the 1980s, followed by the first album of the 90s, which is Detonator. Detonator by Rat. This is a fantastic, fantastic album. It's got Shame, 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 Loving You's a Dirty Job, Scratch That Itch, One Step Away. Yeah, Heads I Win, Tails You Lose. This is Rat. You can't go wrong with 80s Rat. You can't really go wrong with early 90s Rat either, in my opinion. It's just solid stuff. I can get it back in the folder here. Okay, next up, we got Nelson. Nelson's After the Rain. Um, man, what a what an album. Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection. Uh, After the Rain. Uh, Everywhere You Go. Will You Love Me? I love this album. I just love listening to this album. Yeah, Nelson After the Rain. Okay, I believe we're on number 7, and I'm going with Cinderella's Heartbreak Station. Now, this is I couldn't find my physical copy of Cinderella's Heartbreak Station, so this is just a greatest hits collection. But man, Cinderella's Heartbreak Station. Check out the title track, Heartbreak Station, and so many other great songs off of Cinderella's Heartbreak Station. Came out in 1990. And then number 6 is going to be Firehouse, their self titled album, their debut. Came out in 1990. Uh, this is this is a fantastic listen. Don't Treat Me Bad, Shake and Tumble, All She Wrote, Overnight Sensation. Yeah, this is a really fun album. Really good stuff from Firehouse, their 1990 self titled debut. Now, speaking of self titled debuts to come out in 1990, I got another one for you. It's Trickster. Okay, Trickster. Yeah. Line of Fire, Heart of Steel, One in a Million, Surrender, Give It to Me Good, um, Always a Victim, On and On, Ride the Whip. This is a such a good album. 12 songs of all killer, no filler for Trickster in their self titled album from 1990. just too much good stuff. That's why I had to do a top 16 because I just couldn't leave all this stuff off. Number 4. Now, we started my top 5 with Trickster. Now we're got to my Mount Rushmore of albums for the year 1990. So, coming in at number 4 is going to be Stick It To Ya by Slaughter. Man, what an album. Fly to the Angels, Eye to Eye, Burning Bridges, Up All Night, She Wants More, Mad About You. Did I mention Fly to the Angels? Yeah, Give Me Your Heart. Man, this is such a fantastic album. I love Stick It To You by Slaughter. It's Stick It To You by Slaughter. It kicks off my Mount Rushmore, my fourth best album of 1990. Now, getting my bronze medal, third place for 1990. Warrant. What a fantastic album is Cherry Pie. Cherry Pie by Warrant. This is, oh man, this is so good. You got the title track Cherry Pie, you got Uncle Tom's Cabin, I Saw Red, Bed of Roses, Sure Feels Good to Me, Love in Stereo, Blind Face, Song and Dance Man, You're the Only Hell Your Mama Ever Raised, Mr. Rainmaker, Train, and Ode to Tipper Gore. If you got the special edition CD like I do, they got a couple of demos with Game of War and The Power. Those are extra tracks, but man, what a killer album. Um, yeah, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Everybody knows the song Cherry Pie. Uncle Tom's Cabin is just as good. So is I Saw Red. So is Bed of Roses. I mean, this thing rocks. And one of the best hair metal albums of 1990. I mean, this was so tough. My top 5 is stacked for 1990. But given my said I gave my bronze medal to Cherry Pie. My silver medal for second place goes to Flesh and Blood by Poison. Now um, this is I believe the altered album cover. Not sure if I have a version with the original album cover, but it's not a huge difference. Just on the original album cover, there's a little bit of blood coming off. This was actually an arm tattoo, so the picture was taken fresh after the tattoo was put on, and so there was a little like droplet of blood on his arm, and so that's the original uncensored album cover. But they did an early version of Photoshop and took out the blood because some stores were refusing to sell it with the original album cover. Poison always had controversial album covers. But yes, this is their 1990 album Flesh and Blood. It's the third album by Poison, and man, what a banger this is. Um, Unskinny Bob, Valley of Lost Souls, Flesh and Blood and Sacrifice, Come Hell or High Water, Ride the Wind, Don't Give Up an Inch. Yeah. What an album. I love this thing. I love listening to it from beginning to end. I do not skip any songs. Super enjoyable. Poison's Flesh and Blood gets my silver medal. Now, my gold medal, my number 1 gold medal for 1990 is the self-titled debut from Damn Yankees. Um, Damn Yankees only put out 2 albums. This is definitely the better of the 2. Uh, the first one here. But, man, 10 tracks, all killer, no filler. You got Coming of Age, Bad Reputation, Runaway, High Enough, Damn Yankees. Come Again, Mystified, Rock City, Tell Me How You Want It, and Pal Driver. Damn Yankees. If you don't know this album, I totally recommend it. I've got this album on both CD and on cassette tape. It's good any way you listen to it. I think I might have multiple copies on cassette tape. I might have multiple copies on CD, but this is a fantastic album. Um, yeah, it's Damn Yankees gets my nod for the #1 album of 1990. Again, please like, share, subscribe, notifications, bell ringings, all that jazz, all that YouTube stuff. It really helps out my channel. Thanks everybody for tuning in. All right, Dragonfire out.